Shifting sands, the Indian American shift. America's political landscape is changing, evolving with each passing year. It's a melting pot, always has been, blending cultures and ideas. But the flavors are getting interesting, more diverse and complex. Indian Americans, once reliably Democrat, are now looking towards the Republican Party. This shift has surprised many, causing a stir in political circles. It reveals the changing dynamics within both parties, reflecting broader societal changes. For years, Indian Americans found a home in the Democratic Party, aligning with its values. The party's focus on social justice and inclusivity resonated with many, creating a strong bond. However, recent years have seen a shift, a re-evaluation of political loyalties. Trump's presidency, for all its chaos, brought this shift into sharp focus, highlighting new priorities. Many Indian Americans are drawn to the Republican Party's emphasis on economic opportunity and growth. They see the GOP's pro-business stance as beneficial, aligning with their entrepreneurial spirit. The rise of Indian American entrepreneurs and tech professionals further fuels this shift, creating new alliances. This demographic group is finding its voice, becoming more politically active and influential, and it's making itself heard, shaping the future of American politics. Trump's outreach, a calculated gambit. Donald Trump, a master of spectacle, recognized this shift in the political landscape. He understood the growing influence and political clout of Indian Americans. His outreach was deliberate, a calculated mix of symbolism and policy initiatives. The Howdy Modi event in Texas was a prime example of this strategy. Trump, alongside Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, addressed a massive crowd of Indian Americans, showcasing a strong bilateral relationship. The message was clear: you are seen, you are valued, and your contributions matter. This was followed by Diwali celebrations at the White House, further cementing his outreach. Trump tapped into the cultural pride and heritage of Indian Americans. He condemned violence against Hindus in Bangladesh, showing solidarity. He criticized California's caste bill, a move that resonated deeply within the community. Trump, often accused of intolerance, was positioning himself as an ally to minority communities. It was a strategic move that paid dividends in the political arena. It solidified his standing among a growing and influential segment of the Indian American community. Harris's disconnect and the Ramaswamy factor. This shift presented a challenge for the Democrats. Vice President Kamala Harris, herself of Indian descent, embodies the party's hopes to maintain its appeal. However, her efforts to connect with Indian Americans have sometimes fallen flat. Her attempts, like a dosa-making video, were perceived by some as inauthentic. The optics didn't land. This disconnect underscores the challenge the Democrats face. Meanwhile, figures like Vivek Ramaswamy, a biotech entrepreneur and Republican presidential candidate, have emerged. Ramaswamy, with his sharp intellect and unabashed conservatism, has become a voice for a new generation of Indian Americans. He embraces a pro-business, anti-woke platform. This message resonates with those who see the Democratic Party as out of touch with their values. The Groypers shadow and the future of MAGA. This cultural shift within the MAGA movement hasn't gone unnoticed. The movement, which once prided itself on a unified front, is now facing internal divisions. Far-right groups like the Groypers view this alliance with suspicion. They believe that the original values of the movement are being compromised. They see the success of Indian Americans in tech and politics as a threat. This success challenges their vision of what America should look like. Their rhetoric is a stark reminder of the nativism that still exists within certain segments of the Republican base. This nativism is not just a relic of the past but a present-day reality. This internal conflict within MAGA highlights a larger battle. It's a struggle for the identity and future direction of the movement. It's a clash between those who see America as a land of opportunity for all, and those who cling to a more exclusionary vision. This vision is rooted in a desire to maintain a certain cultural and racial status quo. The outcome of this struggle will have profound implications. It will affect not just the movement but the entire political landscape. It will shape the future of the Republican Party. The party must decide whether to embrace a more inclusive vision or to double down on its traditional base. And it will determine the direction of American politics for years to come. The stakes are incredibly high. The 2024 election will be a key battleground in this fight for the soul of the nation. The choices made by voters will echo through the corridors of power and influence the future of America.